Hello, everyone. So, as we usher in this last week of May, we're working with the beautiful energy of the 22-4. When this comes in as a cycle, it can be very rewarding. The things that we have been sort of putting our energy into, investing into, sometimes for years, can really come to fruition at this time. We can see the rewards of our efforts. A lot of times when this cycle comes through, it's like we're seeing the fruits of our labors, right? This is harvest time, so to speak. So if there's something that you've really been invested in, putting a lot of energy into, this could be such a beautiful time to finally see the rewards that you've been working towards. This is also a beautiful energy for not only becoming the expert in your field or an area that you feel drawn towards, but in really launching that out into the world. The 22 is an energy that wants to be seen and heard and experienced. And it's usually meant to build something that can not only serve self, but can serve a grander population, a larger population. So this would be an excellent time for launching something, for putting yourself and your expertise out into the world in a big way, in a way that feels, I would say sustainable, right? That you've got some kind of a strategy and a plan for. But this is a great time for launches, for, again, getting yourself out into the world and sharing your expertise in that sustainable long-term type of way. This is not a sort of energy of get rich quick. This is an energy of building something of sustainability and longevity that really is going to hopefully, again, not only bring solutions and resources for yourself, but for others as well. You will definitely feel the energy behind you if what you're building or what you're putting out into the world sort of satisfies that energy. Remember that if you're starting something under this cycle, whatever you're committing to, whatever you're putting out into the world, just know that it's going to take time. It's going to take patience. It's going to take commitment and seeing it through to completion. And sometimes that completion point can be years out. So manage your expectations. I always say this when someone's either got strong 22-4 placements or if you're moving through a 22-4 cycle. If this isn't a time for you personally to reap those rewards, that's okay. It's coming, but it might be down the road. So especially if you are sort of midway through your completion point, or if you're starting something at this time, just manage your expectations. Understand that this energy is wanting us to, again, build something sustainable. And you can't do that overnight. So whatever it is that you are investing in and really feel drawn towards, heart center, intuition, all of those things, and just you feel ready to share that expertise or those gifts or whatever, just know that, manage your expectations. Don't expect the instant gratification. Don't expect to see, if you launch, say, a YouTube channel, don't expect to see the massive following. You might, but it's also possible that it can take time to grow and to nurture and to continue to expand and change directions and morph a little bit. A lot of times when we start something, when we have an idea for something, we expect to see, again, the instant gratification, but the reality is that vision will likely change and evolve as we do, as we gain more expertise, as we gain more wisdom and, information about whatever it is that we're trying to do. So just know that if you can manage your expectations, if you can stay with the vision and grow with it and continue to expand as it does, then when the time comes to sort of reap those rewards or to sow your seeds or reap your harvest, you'll be really, really satisfied with the results. The 22 guarantees that we will be rewarded for the efforts that we put in. And that's really a 4 energy as well, where the rewards are always in direct proportion to the effort put forth. So again, we just have to know that if we're starting something this week and it's a new initiation, that it can take some time, and just patience is going to be your best friend. So don't beat yourself up if you're not seeing the rewards right away. Don't compare yourself to others because you haven't been able to see behind the scenes to see what they've had to be doing or what they've been doing to build whatever it is that they're building. So, or have built. So don't compare yourself, put yourself out there. This is a great time to shine and let others see you and let the world experience your gifts, your ideas, what it is that you want to share. But again, just try to manage the expectations, and it'll make the journey a lot more comfortable, where you're not seeing yourself as a failure if you're not seeing that instant gratification. For those of you who have been putting in the work and really been dedicated to something, again, this can be such a beautiful, fruitful period. And again, I would say, if you don't see those rewards come in, don't beat yourself up for it. Don't say, okay, well, this is obviously not for me. It just means that you're not there yet. It's still cooking. It's still in the process. And there's something bigger at play that you're also a part of, that you're working together to build whatever this is. So keep going. That's the energy of the 22-4 as well. It says, don't give up too soon. If you commit to something and your heart's in it, see it through to completion, and you will be so pleased with the results. The other thing with the 22-4, when it comes in as a cycle, or if we initiate something under this cycle, it has the potential to be wildly successful. It has the potential to bring great satisfaction, not only to self for the completion, but to others who are able to also enjoy the rewards as in the end product, right? So again, it's a journey, not a sprint when we're talking about 22-4 energy. But when the time comes, you will see why it was so worth the effort and, the time invested and, seeing it through even when you wanted to give up. So this is such a great energy for that, for sure. This is also a great energy for asking for what you need. Because we're building something with this energy, right? That's meant to be sustainable and is meant to be, again, a solution or some kind of greater resource. The universe sort of conspires to assist us if it's something that can not only assist us, but assist others as well. So this is a great time to think big, to go for what it is that you want, to ask the people that, have the resources or have the solutions or have strengths where it is that we may have limitations, to ask them for assistance at this time, because you may see that they are able to come through in a really big way. So this is definitely not an energy for thinking small. What you're building is meant to be quite large, right? So, or at least the impact of it is meant to be quite large if you initiate something under this energy. So don't be afraid to ask people for what it is that you need, or don't be afraid to ask people to collaborate, that sort of thing, because you could see great solutions to your own problems at this time through that process. This energy also asks us to be very practical. So though we're meant to think big and follow our greater vision and our greater inspirations under this, there's also a practicality with this energy that says, do you have a plan? Are you organized? Do you have your ducks in a row? Are you fully prepared to be committed no matter how long it takes to reach this vision? Are you able to, or are you mentally prepared to be able to morph with it and change directions as needed? Are you mentally prepared to face the potentially immense challenges that may come with this energy? And so the 22-4 says, let's be practical. Let's have, let's put our head on our shoulders. Let's have our feet grounded and really understand where the limitations may lie that will, be challenges to getting to that end point or that completion point, and finding ways to manage that, or at least sort of calm the anxiety of the challenges that may come up by having a plan, by deconstructing any irrational fears, and being realistic, right? So we might say I want to fly to the moon tomorrow. I don't know. But the reality is, there's a lot of work that goes into that. And the reality of that is there's great limitations that, have to be overcome, and great challenges that have to be overcome in order to do that. So the 22-4 says you can have whatever you want. You can build whatever you want, but you've got to be realistic about it, practical. You've got to call in the reinforcements, recognize your limitations, and not give up in the face of challenges if it's what you truly want. Just don't be afraid to call in the people, the places, the things that you need to get it done. So big energy this week. I hope it's an amazing week for y'all. Take care. Bye for now.